me.
Exactly. The good news for him is it's not something too serious. He's undergone a very minor surgery already, and he's very confident that in 2 weeks he will be back in training camp. So that's a bit of light at the end of the tunnel for David Haye. Let's talk about Tyson Fury now, the man that is so interested, the man that has been out there making sure everyone knows that he's trying to make boxing a comeback to boxing after being out for a long time. Tyson Fury. Cecilia, I'm a big fan of Tyson. I don't think you are.
Yeah,
for whatever reason, I totally understand, because Tyson can be very he's a bit of a maverick and can be very divisive at times, but Tyson Fury didn't waste time at all. As soon as they heard that David Haye is pulled out of that fight, it's come out to call out, Tony Bellew. Yes, called him out straight away that he wants to take on Tony Bellew, and I'd love to see that fight. That's basically Tyson Fury, who is a very, very good boxer despite his recent problems, taking on Tony Bellew, who's reigned as a cruiserweight champion, stepped up to heavyweight and defeated David Haye. So it shows he has a bit of quality about him when it comes to the heavyweight division. And I'd definitely like to see that fight, Cecilia. I don't know about you.
Okay, I don't want to see the fight, but then the thing about Tyson Fury is he keeps saying he wants to fight, but does he still have a license? Well, he intends to work on it, and right now he's put on some little weight and all that, so he needs to share that. Well, he's shedding it. I mean, each time he posts, you know, his training regimen on Twitter and on Facebook and also on his Instagram page, that he's working hard every day. And this is what he tweeted after the pullout of David Haye. He says, "Who wants to see me and Tony Bellew go at it in heavyweight style? Manchester versus Liverpool, Northwest finest." How is it going to happen? You're targeting the bout supposed to be at O2 Arena and all that. But then, who wants to see it? I don't want to see it. I think
I want to see it. I want to see it. The fact that is Manchester versus Liverpool alone, that's enough spice to want to watch. We know the rivalry in football when it comes to Merseyside and Manchester.
It used to be very great, you know, when you have Sir Alex Ferguson and of course.
But it's still there, though. It's still, I mean, historically, and it's still there, even though both sides haven't really competed for the title in a long time now. But I think it's a decent fight for. This is a decent fight.
I hope it's not be as boring as the last game to Manchester United and Liverpool.
No, I don't think it's going to be boring. Tyson Fury, no, the last fight against Klitschko was a bit boring.
It was boring because he was dodging. He wasn't really coming out to fight and all that.
I get your
I don't want to see that again.
Okay, that's it. That's it for boxing. Let's just move on before, before you lose it.
Okay, a little bit of tennis. Let's look at the rankings presently now. The way it's looking,
the way it's ending,
the way it's ending.
The year is over.
We understand that there's some stars you wouldn't really want to see at that top 10. But then when you see it, you'll be wondering, okay, what year is this? But then it's 2017, and when you're having the Rafael Nadal at 30. I mean, being world #1, you ask yourself, where are the other guys? And you have Roger Federer at #2, and of course, then you have the man. And who is he? Grigor Dimitrov. He is world #3. That's the highest so far. You know what it means to win the ATP Tour finals in London, and of course, you ranked among the top 4 in the world. Awesome. What else can you ask for in a year?
Remarkable achievements for Grigor Dimitrov. Like I said yesterday, based on his win in the final against David Goffin, was going to rise down to world #3. We got confirmation of that late yesterday, and well deserved. He's had an amazing 2017 by standards. He's won about 4 titles, and you're just saying now the pressure is on him. Now the pressure is on him to go on and mix it really with the big boys, to stay consistent, especially when it comes to the majors. That's the Grand Slam. So undoubtedly he goes into Australia in Melbourne in January as one of the favorites. Incredible stuff. I mean, because he's kind of come out of nowhere this season.
And if you take a look at the top 10, the way it's looking at, Alexander Zverev is #4, Dominic Thiem #5, Marin Cilic 6, David Goffin 7, Jack Sock is #8, and Stan Wawrinka at 9. And Stan retains the top 10. He's in the top 10. They have Pablo Busta #10 there. Then Novak Djokovic 12. I'll say that again. Novak Djokovic is world number 12.
Wow.
It was number 2 when this year started, but right now is down there. Then for Andy Murray, yes, world number 16.
Wow.
I'll say it again, not 16. Yeah, that was the world number 1, right? Okay. Yeah. But he's ending the year from world number 1 starting the year 2017 and ending at that position. But we know because of injuries and all that, couldn't defend most of the points he ended last year. And at the end of the day, had to drop down. Kei Nishikori, 22. He was ranked higher than this when the year started. And of course, you have Milos Raonic, 24. Now, these top stars, when this year started, were all favorites for a title at the beginning of the year. But right now, Australian Open going into that. But you would say, of course, Djokovic's names will always appear there because he has rested a lot. Yeah. Then Andy Murray, of course, his name will always come up. He has rested a whole lot. Stan Wawrinka will always come up. But I'm looking at Dimitrov. He's going to continue, you know, with what he did at the Paris Master, what he did at
in London.
What was it, in London?
Yeah.
And of course, if he's going to replicate that down under in Australia, we'll see.
Well, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Unfortunate for those guys that you mentioned, Stan, Milos, Andy Murray, Djokovic, injury blighted season. So we're just hoping they can make a very good return. If they can make a strong of a return as Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal did in 2017, I think it will be happy days for all those players. So that's it for tennis. Now we quickly from the tennis court, we move on to the basketball courts. Cecilia, a lot of games went down overnight. We have about 5 selected results for you. And the Celtics can't stop winning. Cecilia, 16 in a row. But we'll get to the Celtics later on. Let's start with the one between the Cavaliers and the Pistons. The Pistons, I mean, not the Pistons. The Pistons are high-flying, I agree. But the Cavs looks like...
Yeah.
It looks like they found their groove.
Straight.
5 in a row now, right?
5 in a row.
118. 89. 116, I beg your pardon.
Yeah. 116, 88. That was high. LeBron James scoring 16 of his 18 points in the first quarter. But he didn't really score much. But then other guys came to the party, and that's the reason they recorded that massive victory. That's what we'll talk about. When LeBron is not really scoring as much, you know, a point,
the others should just step up. And that's exactly what it did. Yes, so good win for the Cavaliers there. We also saw action between the Pacers and the Orlando Magic. It ended 105-97. So that's a good win for the Pacers there. There's still a lot more to talk on basketball. Cecilia, surely we'll come back from this break. We'll continue with it.
Yep.